My name is Vanessa Vo Chenba. I am the founder and coordinator of the organization called Community Partners for the Vulnerable and Excluded. Now, we came up with together to be able to reach out to the less privileged. We started about 3 years ago, and when we started with reaching out to basically widows and orphans. Now our target is to be able to reach widows, orphans, and then mainly disadvantaged people, and that's why we call it the vulnerable and the excluded. People who are excluded from the society due to one happenstance or another. So we started with the widows and orphans, and annually and periodically we used to just reach out to widows, try to support them in whatever way we can, especially at the festivities, give them Christmas, for instance, Easter, give them whatever support we have for them. We have also empowered a few widows, a number of widows, to start up some businesses. We talk with them, we plan with them, and so that instead of just giving people fish, we teach them how to fish. We enable them to be able to sustain themselves, and so we have that working with. But lately, due to the circumstances we have in the country, in Nigeria right now, we're in the northeastern region of Nigeria. We have the Boko Haram attacks and insurgencies that have been going on, and so Plateau State, just in Plateau State, has actually been infiltrated with so many IDPs, that is the internally displaced people. So what we have taken on doing, and that is the stronger front that we have now because of the demand, is reaching out to the IDPs. So lately what we have done during the Christmas season, or just before the Christmas, seeing that we went out to visit them, and then we saw that we have the Christmas coming up, and then we are going to be celebrating Christmas, and they don't really have much celebration to do. They're laden with issues and heartaches and all that. And so we decided to, having reached out to them, we took them out for some outreaches, medical outreaches here and there. But then the next thing that we did was to organize something formal that would be able to create an impact, have a reach. So we organized a benefit concert, and it was on the 21st of December 2014. We organized a benefit concert and the aim of the concert was to be able to reach out to them, organize some support for them, raise more support for them, because we supplied some support, but obviously the statistics showing in Jos right now is about 35,000 people displaced in Jos. And so what we did was, since we cannot reach out to 35,000 people, we decided to, create the awareness. Because you sit in a gathering and you ask how many people know about the displaced people or have visited, and most of the people, you get just a show of 2 or 3 hands. Some people don't even know what you're talking about. So we did that, and then we got it covered and all that, so that at least people would get to know about it. We did some media awareness and things like that, so that people would get to know about it, and then they, whether personally or as an organization, would go out to reach out to those people. And we realized that so much has been done since then, because they have been receiving so much intervention and all. After the concert, we went on that day of the concert, we made some presentations to them. The next day we still made another batch of presentations, and mainly the bulk of what we realized anyway, last week on the 15th of January, we went and made a presentation at the EYN displaced, the IDP camp there, and so we took clothes to them. Now recently we had a cold, it was like a cold wave or a cold phase that we had in Jos, and so what we did, we purchased cold things to shield them from the cold, because having talked with them, we realized that a lot of them were suffering from pneumonia. Now the part of the country where they come from is very hot, and then even us in Jos that are used to the cold here were actually shivering and feeling cold. So they were suffering a whole lot, medical issues and all that, and so we purchased some of these things and took to them. With that, we took food to them, blankets, jackets, basically cold wears anyway to keep them shielded. But then, owing to the fact that they had medical challenges as a major concern, one of our partners that was present at the concert came, and after the concert, we went round with her, the founder of that. It's a faith-based organization called Tinabawa Ministries. So we went around, having talked with them, we went ahead to organize the medical outreach for the IDPs in Jos.
Community partners should be supported by partners, really. I guess that's what partnership should be all about. But so far, there's not been much of partnership. Because community partners so far has been operating just as community partners, raising funds purely from the benefit concept, so to say, and just among us and the members of community partners. So we've been able to achieve this much so far by the grace of God, just by personal commitment and just the benefit concept, for which even a lot of people came in and have even made pledges and all, and even getting pledges have been an issue. But we are, in so doing anyway, we are hoping that the issue of the displaced people, which is not just a state problem, but a national one, if not even a continental one, will appeal to the emotions, the passion of people. Now we are not looking at just feeding a bunch of people who are displaced. We are looking at people here who have been successful in business. Lots of people have been successful in business, but today have been displaced and all, and food alone is not just the sustenance. Social integration became a problem. So we need as much support from people to be able to help integrate these people. So I guess that is also one of the reasons why we have been calling out to well-meaning citizens and hoping also that even people outside the country will see the problems or the imminent danger posed by this crowd of displaced people who could become a major burden on not only the socio-economic life of the people, but even the psychological life of the people they are encroached upon.
Community Partners, it's a non-governmental organization, and presently we don't have any support. We don't have partners, not like some other organizations who are partners from abroad, in Nigeria and so on. But right now, we don't have any support from anywhere. Still, we still believe that that would not stop us from doing what we're doing, because it's all about humanity. It's all about affecting the life of the people around us. And we cannot be talking about love or preaching about love if we're not showing it. We're not practicing what we preach. And so I believe that in as much as we're calling on partners, both home and abroad, to come in and support us, because if we want to start bringing, calling out names or statistics now to tell you the number of people that are under community partners now, both widows, orphans, and then now that we have the IDPs now, with so many, lots of projects. We have so many projects at hand that we really, really want to go and affect the life of these people. But we can't do that, with the little we have in our pockets. And so that's why we're calling on other organizations, both home and abroad, to support us. Because it will go a long way now if that is done, people's life will be affected.
Actually, we're making this call basically not just to individuals or organizations, but also to government, because government primarily has a responsibility to these people. So they should take up their responsibility seriously, because all of these IDPs have, or should I say, are entitled to a fraction of whatever government needs. Every individual, every citizen deserves something from the government, most especially those who are in this in this situation. So government should hasten up and do something about it before they constitute a social problem within the society, and then still be the victims again, being that once they constitute a social problem, it's the same government that will imprison them.
Community partners is a non-religious body. We deal with everyone. We have our members cut across the country, everywhere. We can get information from anybody.
For more information about community partners, you can find us on our Facebook page called Community Partners for the Vulnerable and Excluded. Then our email address is chojisvan@yahoo.com. That's CHOJISVAN@yahoo.com. That's CHOJISVAN@yahoo.com. Phone number is 0706-191-3298. That's 0706-191-3298. And then physical address is Choji House, opposite the Deputy Governor's House in Rayfield, Jos, Plateau State. The rest of the structure we're still putting in place, but basically we're driven by how we came about starting. Actually is just personal. We're all put together, driven by passion. Personally, I'm an artist, and I decided to use my music. For me, it's one of those things of either the chicken came before the egg, or the egg before the chicken. My love for music, when I started music, I had always had a heart or passion to reach out to the less privileged. And so you find that I have an album out in the market right now. Lots of my songs are charity based and all that. So basically, as an artist, I use my personal to be able to pass across the message. So when we talk also about making appeals to people, one of the things that I know is that music is one of the strongest ways to pass a message that lingers. Because you say something, you sing, put it in a tune and a melody, and people are still singing for a while. So as an artist, actually, I'm also calling upon other arts-inclined people, various people, even if they don't have money as such to support, people that will be able to bring in their talents, their abilities to come, so we can come and just work together and reach out and help the people one by one.